Hi everybody, I'm Kyle Brink, creative director at Sega Studios San Francisco, the head of the design team behind the Iron Man 2 movie game. This is Dean Martinetti, my producer. We're going to give you guys a run through of the demo here, which is actually a playable level in the game. We're in a pre-alpha state, but I think you get a pretty good picture of what we're making here. Alright? So unlike many movie games in the past, this one actually has a unique story, written in conjunction with Matt Fraction, whom some of you may be familiar with. We've got a lot of different things you can do in this game. Give you a lot of control and a lot of choice. What you're seeing here is a piece of that story that I was talking about.
He is coming, General.
From the film. This is actually part of our unique story.
Ames presence.
Fight not long.
So what we're going to see here is one of the kinds of diverse play spaces I was talking about. We're going to be smashing right on into that building where we saw that.
Got it. Drivers, dump all the juice we have for shields up front.
Coming in nice and casual.
Welcome, Mr. Stark. I guess this confrontation was inevitable.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to see in this space here is we're going to see some up-close and personal combat. We're going to see a diverse selection of weapons. You're going to choose the weapons back at your home base before you come out. We're going to see some classic repulsor fire there. Some high-speed rapid-fire shoulder-mounted cannons. We've got some, ooh, nice. Look out, break free! We got a lot of melee in here. These are opponents that are pretty serious. They can even throw Iron Man around a bit. Have a bunch of different kinds of melee moves you have available to you there. You can choose from different melee fighting styles during the fight. You've got rockets available to you. This is a weapons choice back at headquarters. And all of this is a choice that you make before you come in here, what you want to bring into this space. In a space this small, the speed that Iron Man can move at is important. Go after it. Nice. So unlike earlier entries in the franchise, you'll see that there's an awful lot more combat up close and personal in this one. We have a variety of combat styles available, along with, yes, flight. What we're doing right here is we're getting Jarvis's help to bypass some security. As soon as we complete that bypass, we'll be getting through this security door and into some trouble. Nice. Switch it up a little bit, go for the cannon. Alright, let's head on into that reactor room. Now in this next area you'll see some of the kinds of play spaces we have available to you that show you some of the scale and some of the epic nature of what we're facing here. Inside this room you can see we've got a full-scale reactor to deal with, but you're going to defeat it with Tony's smarts, not just bullets. Now we'll get in there and we'll disable those corner stabilizers with our repulsors, and then we'll head on out of here at speed. Of course, the reactor is getting unstable as you do this, so you have to be careful.
Once the reactor starts to go, the fastest way out is going to be that exhaust vent.
All right, put on some jet steam. Let's get out of here. We've refined the controls quite a bit, so you can see that even though he's moving at full flight speed, he's able to steer himself through a narrow, rather hazardous space here. That's the thing about Iron Man. He flies, even inside. Now part of this is the cinematic intensity we're looking for. It's not just a game after all, because we are following on the Iron Man 2 movie, which is going to be epic. Alright, we're going to look over the landscape here, see way too many targets. We're looking for one spy, not 12. Now again, about the unique story here, we have a lot more room as designers when building this game when we can write our own story. We don't have to do just what was in the film. We've got open play spaces here.
Sir, I strongly recommend finding
And a lot of destruction. You need to see how much power this man has.
narrow down the shield agent's location.
Now, as you saw earlier, Iron Man takes more than damage when he faces these guys. There's a whole variety of ways to make a threat. Nice! Through the roof! Now, even in a space like this, you can see that the mobility that Iron Man has is key, so he doesn't get swatted down like that. Nice. All right, let's find that terminal and get out of here.
Drivers, this terminal is shielded against the ambient Tesla energy.
We're going to do a little hacking here again.
Localize that transponder.
Meantime, some trouble is coming up. Might be time to take to the skies against these guys. You can see there's a variety of opponents and combat situations we have here. Aerial, ground, indoor, outdoor, high speed, low speed.
Be right there.
Nice. In all the fights that we designed for this game, the first question in our mind is, why is this Iron Man's problem? If the cops of the Army can handle it, it's not here. That's why we have these heavy-duty combat drones built by Roxxon, and we're going to see something even worse than that here real soon. Let's hit the jets. So as I was just saying, there's things even worse than that. Just when you think everything's cool.
I see it.
This is why it's Iron Man's problem.
The shield agent is in danger unless you...
Now against this particular opponent, obviously melee is not going to be incredibly effective. He's a walking building. So you're going to have to use mobility and a variety of weapons to take him out. And look out for getting stomped on. So the whole point in this game is to give the player the kind of choices that Tony Stark has. You choose what's in the suit, you choose how to use the suit, you choose how to fight, you choose air, ground, melee, long range. Even tough enough to face down a little bit of that Unibeam. Okay, you've got it down in a defensive mode. There you go. Now this particular opponent adapts as you move along, so when it finds that these small arms aren't working, it'll change up its tactics. Look out, these are the cutters. Ooh, nice. Yeah, those hurt. Take a shot. There we go. Nice. So as I was saying, we have a bunch of different enemies, a bunch of different spaces to fight in, got a unique story, some great controls, and there's a little bit more to the story after this. In fact, that includes someone you might recognize. Red armor, big star. It's the Dynamo. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.